Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Um, Miss Trish running a little late this morning. Hurt my toe, so that's something that's not of your none of your concern. But I heard it walking through my kitchen. However, I'm coming to you today once again. Willie made lunch. Chronicles. Uh, Miss Trish trying to keep it 100 as only I can do. Is only I know how to do. And I'm coming to you from WHPR TV 33, phone number 313 868 0342. And I'm calling to you this morning. I have some things on my mind. Um, uh, I young lady called me. Uh, 3 weeks called me. I'm concerned, really highly concerned about you now. However, I leave your necessities, and I see that I hope it's you that's getting them. Uh, if not, I know that it is there. It's no longer there because I do go by there and check on you uh, and but I got your text and everything like that, and just give me a call and we can work the rest of that thing out. Okay? Nobody knows you. Period. I'm not. I give you my word on that. You got my word on that. Okay. Um, I got another notion. Like I said, I try to put something out there in the atmosphere to try to get people to wake up and see what's out here and things that's going on with our culture and things like that. And once again, you behind your back and you're whispering and you got your little groups and things like that. But once again, who you laughing at and who you whispering about? Because surely I put it out there it's for you to see the reality that smacked a couple of y'all in the face because I done got something back from you. Um, and ditto to the one that said something last Thursday, sitting on the porch. Uh, Ditto. So, and she should know what I'm saying, trying to say to her. But to get off that, to get on to someone else, I want our culture, to recognize that uh, if you're not looking at these commercials and uh, 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 some of the commercials about drug addicts and they can't do things on their own and by themselves or what might have you. And there's many of them. I can't say which one, or and don't care to say which one because I don't know. I just hear um, uh, over the radio or something like that. But you can't have someone that's telling you that you can't do nothing on your own. You can do whatever you put your mind to. I've known people that stop smoking uh, weed, crack, everything under the sun, cold turkey, if you put your mind to it. If you get tired of being tired, you can do whatever you want to do if you put your mind to it. You have some commercials that's they showing more and more not of the Caucasian color because they tend to they got to be tanned and everything like that just so they don't look so pale. And it's not nothing that I'm saying against you. It's just something that I'm telling you that it's a fact. Y'all will practically 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 be translucent if it wasn't for getting us the sun and some sun tanning, and you will be we be able to see your veins. Some of you, so I mean, you would get a real pale, like looking like color to you that's not very becoming. Okay, so that's a known fact. Okay, uh, my African culture, you have to understand that that thank you that our pigmentations are different from other uh, cultures. We are unique. And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand why certain cultures uh, is against our culture because, like I said, we are superior, extraordinary people that so many other cultures is trying to, uh, excuse me, duplicate, excuse me, excuse me, duplicate, imitate, and want to be. Okay, and you cannot experience being black because you talk black, because you want to walk black, because you wear your clothes in an African American way or something like that, and you want to walk the walk, but you can't talk the talk. Okay, you can never walk in the shoes of anyone that's African American because you will never know the struggles that we've been through as a culture. You when you get these certain type of let's say skin creams and things like that, it's best that you go to an African American uh, place of business uh, and patronize them. If you patronize your own culture, your culture will grow up. You patronizing a culture to clear your skin, to clear your acne, to clear this and that and this and that and that and the other, when your pigmentations in your skin is differ totally. Read it. You can Google it. You can look it up. Whatever you want to do. Go back in your history, and you will see our pigmentations is quite different from other pigmentations because that's why we are as unique of a color that we are. We can go anywhere in the world and a person is going to say that that's a black person, man, woman, child. You understand? There's nothing that you can get, and I want you to understand why they will put someone of African American or black, as you say, in certain commercials and this and that and the other is to get your money. And everybody know that blacks or African Americans uh, looks good. We look good. Period. Our skin age dramatically well, and as opposed to uh, other cultures. And you can take a look at at the history. I mean, there is some uh, well aged Caucasians and Mexicans and Chinese and things like that. It is, but for the majority, the African American culture. Excuse me. I ain't gonna tell you again. Stop chanting in that chair. Thank you. The African American culture is just that unique that we don't need no sunscreen. Oh well, some of y'all do if you want to go be dramatic or something like that. We don't necessarily need stuff for the what is that rosacea or something like that. I mean, for the Caucasian culture to basically point their finger at our culture and say that uh, we are our smell is demeaning. We beg to differ because we know that you can't even get wet without having that unique smell that you have. And I'm not talking about you. It's just it's a fact. It's a fact. you say that we are colored when actually I can turn all shades of colors, like a moon ring. You put that on your finger and it turns all kinds of shades of color. Now, I'm not talking about you, but if it don't apply, let it fly. But with the African American, yeah, need to step up to the plate because they trying to rewind history, and history don't have to repeat itself. We can stick together, but if you keep feeding and investing into your children's minds that we do not stick together, then of course your children gonna grow up into the next generation and tell their children the same thing. When actually we can stick together, because you stuck together when Obama was in office, 2 terms, 2 terms, not once but twice. Okay, you came out. So why can't you stick together for any other cause? Okay, you have to look at what they know that their economy will fall. And I'm gonna tell you, so some stations that I see on my TV or I hear on the radio, I just change. I change the channel in a minute because they can't get paid without me looking, without me viewing whatever blase splee bull that they got to portray on TV. That I don't have to look at that, and because I do not look at that, uh, they would not get their monetary value or get paid because a lot of people is not looking at what you're trying to advertise or what you're trying to get across. And some, as you go back in history, there's and I'm not saying all, but some are tokens, and nothing but the money flows in the camp. Okay, everybody is little. It's everything is like monetary now. All the values is went out the window. Okay, I don't want to say that all, but since some foreigners came over here, they want to try to change, but it's the reason you came over here because you wanted to change from where you came from and the despair that you came from. Okay, and you trying to change it back this over here like that over there. You came over here for a reason, and that's for a chance for your family, your children, whatever the case may be, to get a better living. So, why? Bless you, baby. In that aspect, instead of you trying to change so much about over here, why don't you just sit back and enjoy the ride? Okay, because we ain't asked you to come over here and change nothing. Okay, you came over here for a reason, and that's because you didn't like where you were. So now that you here, as in Rome, do as the Romans do. Okay, when you in the United States, do as United States do. Okay, the Koreans, or Japanese, Chinese, whomever, the Asian culture. You didn't like it when Bruce Lee was doing his thing, and they had the Caucasian didn't like him because he was dating a Caucasian woman, and they wanted to fight him, beat him, hang him, whatever the case may be. Didn't respect the man whatsoever. Okay, even made a show for him, but they put a Caucasian in that show. Okay, and then Indians. There will never be nobody like the Indians. They put Charleston Heston to portray him as an Indian. Okay, you can never portray another culture, and y'all in the Caucasian culture. And I'm not being biased. It's a fact that y'all are a hateful culture that hates any culture that's not yours, of your own. Okay, it gets back to uh, uh, you trying to portray so much of the African American culture to the down, right down to the dancing, the beatboxing, the clothing, everything. Everything. You want to be us. Okay? And that's a fact. If it don't apply, let it fly. But it's a fact. You want to be us. Your little ladies, they want to be us so bad they got to have one. Like I said, the white man can't jump, but you must can't hump either. I'm serious, because y'all women is leaving y'all in droves. Droves. I ain't seen a Caucasian family since Dan and Roseanne Connor. Okay. I'm just, I'm keeping it real. Okay. And if the African man, if you only knew how our ancestors and your mother had to just scrub floors, clean toilets, just for you to have a decent meal. Just for you to, like Tupac said, his mother made sure he had a decent meal every Thanksgiving. Miracles, miracles. But you ain't go hungry. You didn't starve. She made a miracle happen for you to get to the point where you at now. But you don't even look at what your mother and your father had to do to get to the point of where you're at now. To get to the point where you're at now. So you can stand up and be the man and or the woman that you are. They had to struggle for that. They used to give us just chitlins and thinking that and that was the intestine of the hog. While they ate what the bacon, okay, the ham, but they figured they was degrading us by giving us just the intestines of what the defecation of a hog passed through his body. But look, they done transferred that into getting some money for that. Okay? Used to be that they used to feed the lobster from the sea to the African American culture because they thought that was the belly of the sea when it's really not. It's the flounder. Okay, okay. But now look how much a lobster costs at Red Lobster or Pine Roaster or whoever you go to who got lobster. Uh, Look how much one costs. Okay, as with these other little green signs up here that's all over 7 Mile, 6 Mile, Grand River, wherever you want to be, they found out that that's a commodity for most people. I don't want to just put it on the African Americans, but most people come down from suburbs. Excuse me again. Excuse me. Come down for the suburbs and get their uh, paraphernalias or what might have you, whatever they little heart desire, and then try to hike it back up to the suburbs and have their little parties or whatever the case may be. Okay, but now they put a as liquor stores when one was doing the bootlegging and the moonshining, they find out that, oh, lo and behold, African Americans can make money on the side from bootlegging, moonshining, and they jumped on the bandwagon once again. Blacks can stick together. African Americans can stick together. Okay, but best believe that the Caucasians or others, but mainly the Caucasians, is going to try to uh, gain monetary value off of things that we, as African Americans or blacks, then showed them in a way of how to make more money that they know that we was making bundles of. Okay, and so now the government then stepped in and say, hey, These blacks and these African Americans is making all this money. Why can't we jump on the bandwagon and just legalize everything? But understand, when you things ain't not what it seems, such as cigarettes. When you smoke cigarettes, they could put more. Uh, I feel, my opinion, they put more chemicals in it to keep you addicted to nicotine, so you could keep buying pack after pack after pack after pack. And I mean, cigarettes is what, $8, $9, $7, something like that. Come on, you got you. Let's get realistic here, okay? And they, as with this Kush, that's not the same as it used to be. You don't know what it's being grown with. Uh, Embalmer fluid, rat poison, roach spray, whatever the case may be, is not the way it used to be. God had said that He will provide every seed. If you read your Bible, once pick up your Bible, a book, or even if you don't want to keep picking up a book, then pick up your cell phones, which most people do, and you can Google. Oh, look, just type in Bible verses and you can see that what I'm saying is correct. Okay. Most people have to understand that God said He will provide every seed, including, dare I say, the male seed. Okay, and you see what I'm saying? To provide for this world, not this country, but this world. Okay, every seed that's known to man that you eat, whatever the case may be, is God given. It's God given. Okay, and if you don't believe in God, that's your preference. Because I know some people that don't. They atheists, and so I want you to know that it is um, imperative that I'm trying to talk to my African American people that please, please stand up, be heard, teach your children, and put your children out there to work. Ain't no, hard work never hurt nobody. Never hurt. That's why I am as strong-minded and strong-willed as I am, due to the fact of my strong mother, African American mother and father. The tenacity just flows in me. Okay, motivation, determination. Success is my main goal. Whatever I may do, failure is not an option for me. I'm going to have something reaching up to grab a hold to pull me back up out of that dirt, because I'm not going to sit on no dirt and cry, because the tears going to turn to mud, and the mud will have you sinking even deeper. Please, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for your culture, and quit the negative talk. You want to take a minute to be cordial and say hi, open the door, or hold the door open. Thank you for your time, your effort this morning. It's my pleasure talking to you, and this is a pleasure, just a pleasure. Fish have to swim, birds have to fly, Trish gotta go, and have a good one.